All right. So, I've seen a lot of opinions recently resurface on Evolve mode. I think originally when we saw what it was, a lot of players like didn't really understand it too well or the implications it has. And so now I've seen like a lot of like a lot of opinions have been resurfacing, and a lot of people are concerned or like dogging on it. And like just to get this out of the way immediately, this video is not like me saying it's good or bad. It's just my opinion. And I think my opinion is maybe different from a lot of players because I'm kind of like already one foot at the door, but like I want to like this game, and I'll explain why I don't really like the game in its current state. So I'm on Paladin here, and how do you play Paladin currently? Keep in mind, I have not played this job in 3 years. I probably haven't cleared a fight on Paladin in 3 years, and this is the rotation, I'm just doing it. Maybe some of these buttons could be like reversed order, but this is like the general idea. I press this button 4 or 5 times in a row, whatever. Finish it here, pound my dot, finish out my burst window with the strongest GCDs. And that's about it. And I'll just show one other thing here is this Holy Spirit comes from 1, 2, 3 combo. You can't even drop it. Like you can't even drop your combos right now. And that's sort of like the state the game is in. So there you go. That's how you play Paladin, right? In its current state. What am I trying to get at here? Is that I actually didn't think the game could get worse. Now they proved me wrong by removing cast times from healers completely. Obviously I don't think that's a good change, but surely that doesn't make it to live, and if it does, whatever. But at the end of the day, I would rather, like I've been saying for months, maybe even years at this point, that like they need to make a drastic change the combat in Final Fantasy to make it like any form of good again, because at this rate, how would Evercold come out if we weren't making this change? I'd probably like get a follow-up to Imperator every time I press a Confiteor, like I'd have Imperator button here, Imperator follow-up again. Like that's what they would do at the current rate this game is going. You get one extra combo action at the end of the combo. You get some, follow-up OGCD. Now, do I like OGCDs? Obviously, I like OGCDs, which they didn't show a lot of in the Evolve mode. I hope that's not the case for every job. But ultimately, I would rather they do this than not. I think they need to try something, anything, and this is the way you do that. Another thing is, like, do I think this is a future? Absolutely, I think it's a future. The most obvious sign is that the new jobs do not have reborn mode, and it's like, oh well, they don't have reborn mode because they just came out. It's like, yeah, but like you see what I'm getting at, right? Like all new jobs won't have reborn mode. I would be surprised if reborn mode was still in the game by 9.0. And yeah, it's just something we're gonna have to accept. They could roll it back, like that's the other reason it still exists at all, is because they could roll it back, Evolve mode, but we'll see. But yeah, I mean, I just want anything, man. Anything different from what's currently in the game. And, I just explained, like, rotations on jobs are static. Fights are also mostly static. Like, very rarely we get a split timeline, but current fight design is basically... Oh, we're at 3 minutes. Let me flip a coin. Oh, I have to go east this pole. That's like it. For most mechanics in the game. Sometimes you do get like wormhole mechanics where you do have 8 variations that are slightly different. That is good. I wish they would do more of that. But they need to do like way more variety in combat design. And do I think that's going to change? No. But at least jobs are a start. So let's just go over what they showed. There's like only a couple things here that I really feel the need to show. We show like this panel emphasizing individuality. Do I think they even know what this means? No, I'm pretty sure this is just not true. But the one thing I take away from this is, first of all, I don't even think they can balance twice the amount of jobs, effectively twice the amount of jobs, when they can't do it already. Like, some jobs are just abysmal and they forgot about them, like Summoner. But I'm okay with imbalance. And let me tell you why before you freak out. First of all, people are already going to want you to play what is best, objectively best in all scenarios. That is going to exist no matter what. Okay. But if we allow imbalance, we can allow jobs to be better at different things, like much better at different things. You know, imagine a world where we must bring Bard in M10 week 1 because it's so good on 2-target. It already is, like, it already is, don't get me wrong. But like, my point here is like just emphasizing it further. Imagine a world where you must bring Bard turn 2, but you must bring Machinist turn 3 because single target is so much stronger. Imagine that, you know, like that is skill expression in itself, even more than we have now. Because right now, yeah, you can't, like, they already said like you can clear any content on any spec, I'm just gonna call it a spec, whatever, and like fine. But I wish they would lean into like this imbalance even more, because it makes you want to play and learn different things. You know, that's good in a game that encourages you to play different things or different jobs within the role. It should do that, but it doesn't, and it almost never has. And that's a shame. That's all I gotta say about that. I hope they do that, but I don't think they will. Next we have like button bloat. How did they achieve this? You know, this is obviously like, what am I even looking at, bro? Like, we consolidate this. Like, this is factually, okay. A lot of people have mixed opinions on this, but this is factually harder than this. Moving your finger to a different button is factually harder than just counting to 3, because you are doing an extra action. Like yes, it's not a big deal, and nor do I even care. I don't even care at this point, because I don't care about anything in this game at this point. But like, whatever, man. They can make it work is the point. Like, if they do things with it, it's fine. Same thing with this. I don't even care about this, and 98% of the player base won't. And some people are like, oh, but I clemency in Prague. You're like, be realistic, man. You probably press clemency for this button like 1 out of 100 times or something, especially when Prague is over. Like, you never press this button. Like, you're just lying to yourself and everyone around you if you think this change matters a lot. Again, I want to clarify, in the current state of the game, this is how it should work. If we needed to save space by consolidating, that would be good. That's not what we're doing, though. We are just basically removing the button for like no reason. But ultimately, I don't really care about this change. And then lastly, we're putting some mitigation on the same button, you know, putting shirk in this on the same button. Is this a good idea? Like, again, not really, but at the end of the day, they could do good with it. Do I think they will? No. But the chance is there, and again, ultimately, I would rather have them do anything than nothing. So let them cook, you know? And so I know, I'm gonna go back to it. Some people are gonna be like, oh, but you played Paladin. This is not a DPS. Like, do I really need to show Dragoon Man? Like, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. I have a 2.5 second GCD. Like, do I really need to show that I... Like, really? Do I need to show this? I'm pretty sure I don't. That's like it. Maybe I pressed like a couple buttons, like mildly out of order, but like ultimately, how much damage did I lose? 10, 20, 15? Does it matter? No, because again, there aren't even DPS checks in this game. There aren't. The first fight of this tier, the first tier of this expansion, 8 hours into the tier, we skipped the soft enrage of the final floor entirely. The soft enrage is like a minute. And the geared player, me, died twice in that pull. Like, what are we even doing? We don't care about DPS checks in this game. Should we? Obviously. But do we? No, they don't exist. I want them to exist. Of course I want them to exist. Do I think they will exist because Evolve mode exists? No, but like, it's about going in any direction that's different from what we're currently in. There's one more thing they showed here that was much later. Let me just bring it up. So we have this, right? They talked about this. And like, yeah, they did this to themselves. And people are like cheering because
coming to this decision was actually quite
they're like
hard.
breaking free or whatever. But
so
Like, do I think this is good? Yeah, obviously I think it's good. The game used to be way more intricate when we had 3 minutes, 90 seconds, all these different burst windows. But yes, this is currently how the game works. So yes, this implies that bosses will be structured differently. Do I have a lot of hope for that? Again, no, but like, that's just me being pessimistic. The fact they're trying, like, I'm like, I believe in God that they're even trying, you know? Thank God they're trying. So, to wrap up, please, 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 yes, criticize them. Yes, talk about what you like and don't like. Absolutely, share your opinions. Explain why. But let them try. Let this come and give it a shot. Because anything is better than the direction we're going, the direction we've been in, what we currently have. I'm telling you, man, just let it happen. Don't panic. It'll be fun for a little while at least. And then you can decide if you want to keep playing this game. You know, I've been around the block, man. I've given this game everything it's got. I've given it all the chances. But this is the first time. This is the first time in like years that I've felt any form of like, you know, maybe this could be good. Because at least they're talking about it. At least they're talking about it. So, that's it. Please, I'm going to say the Yoshi P line. Look forward to it. Look forward to change. Maybe I'll make some videos on Kefka. We'll see. I'm not really planning on progging, but like, you know, I might be involved with some strat making. We'll see. It could be interesting to analyze the mechanics anyway. Kind of always wanted to do that. But that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know your thoughts, concerns, comments, what you like, what you don't like. Everyone's going to have different opinions. But at the end of the day, just let them cook. Let them try anything. Anything is better than what we've got, man. I can't say it enough. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Enjoy the ultimate if you're progging it. Look forward to the 48, man. That is always a ton of fun because you get to play with people you don't usually play with. And just don't take it too seriously, guys. It's a game at the end of the day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.